Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and most merciful. Welcome you all again in the virtual learning system of Pakistan International School Taif, Saudi Arabia. Dear students, as you know that this is Pakistan International School Taif virtual class for class 10 students, subject computer science, and today is our 22nd lecture. Teacher name Imran Ahmed. Dear students, as you know that in the previous classes, in the previous lecture, we were discussing about the chapter number 4, exercise, long question answer, extensive question. Only two extensive questions are there. So question number 3 was, what is control structure? Explain conditional control structure with examples. So in the control structure, I told you there are two types of control structure. One is conditional control or decision control, which we were discussing in this chapter. And next part B is loop control. Loop control we will be discussed in the next chapter. What was conditional control or decision control? On the basis of decision, when we want to execute some statement on the basis of decision, so it means that on the basis of condition, if the condition is true, then execute this block. If the condition becomes false, then execute another block. So the conditional control or the decision control belongs to this one. In C programming language, we have following decision control statements. If statement, already we have discussed if else statement, else if statement, switch case statement. Switch case statement. Last topic which we were discussing about the switch case. In the if statement general form, if this condition becomes true, if I say this condition is true, then this block of statement will be executed. If this condition becomes false, then no statement will be executed. In the if else statement, if this condition becomes true, this block of statement will be executed, else will be not executed. In case of else, in case of false condition, so this block of statement will not be executed. Only else block statement will be executed. In the else if statement, so there are many choices over there. Watch here. In the previous topic, I explained in very detail. We also have done the example, if condition becomes true, then this block of statement will be executed as no one statement will be executed in the if under the if. So if the condition becomes false, next condition will be checked. If this condition will be false, then next condition will be checked. So if this condition becomes false, so control automatically transfer into the else block. Third statement about the conditional control is switch statement. The switch statement is used when multiple choices are given and one choice is to be selected. So watch here, there are number of choices are present over here. For example, the cases are the choices. How many cases you have make, it depends on your programming practice. It depends on your program. So this expression must be matched with the case. If the case is matched, then at the front of the each case there are some statements are present. When the cases become matched, for example, over here this is matching with the constant one, so these block of statement will be executed. So no one. So this was the switch statement. We have already done about the switch statement, and I explained it to very detail. For example, if the value of n is 1, then this block of statement will be executed. No other statement, case 2 will not be executed, default will not be executed. Next question is also same question, because next question is, what is the purpose of switch statement? Explain with the help of one example. Watch here, this switch statement already we have discussed. This switch statement already we have discussed where in the condition. This was the same. This is the same. This is the same definition in the question number 4, because decision control also have the three types, and we already explained the decision control. Watch here, switch statement in the decision control as well. So question number 4 and question number 3 for question number 3, switch case statement is the same. Anyway, we will explain again over here. Switch question is, what is the purpose of switch statement? Explain with help of one example. Same definition which we have studied in the previous topic. The switch statement is used when multiple choices are given and one choice is to be selected. In switch, we cannot use the relational operator in expression. The same definition is over here. General structure, switch expression, if this expression is matched with the cases, case 1, let's say, so at the front of case 1 statement will be executed if this expression is matched with the case 2, then at the front of case 2 block statement will, if there is no matching with the cases, then control automatically transfer into the default block and the default block statement will be executed. Same over here, what the example, because question is asking for the example, same example I put over here, which we have already explained in the chapter number, question number 3. So before starting the lab activities, now we are coming to the short question answer. So this was the actually long question, contains all the topics belonging to the decision control, which our top, which the chapter heading is. Today, inshallah, we will start the conditional control structure and short question answer. Give short answer of the following question. Differentiate between. Now we know that first question is differentiate between if and if else selection structure. Already we have done the if statement and if else statement. Now the what is the difference between them? If statement only works when the condition of if statement will be true. So there is no false statement in the if block. General structure for the if statement, if this condition becomes true, then this block of statement will be executed. So this one is the first if statement. Now how to explain the if else statement? If else statement works when the condition becomes true. If block will be executed, if block will be executed, otherwise. Now in the if statement there is no word for the otherwise, but in the if else statement there is word for the otherwise. Now over here, if this condition becomes false, otherwise the else block statement will be executed. Watch here, general structure. Now, if this condition becomes true, what happened? This block of statement will be executed, else block statement will not be executed. Now, this condition becomes false, then what happened? This block of statement will not be executed, else block statement will be executed. So, this one is the short question number 1. If the condition becomes true, then the block of if statement will be executed. If the condition becomes false, then the else block statement will be executed. So this is a simple difference between already we have prepared, already we have done the program related with the if statement and if else statement. Why the question? What it does it say? Differentiate between if and if else. Simply in the if statement there is no false block, in the if else statement there is false block present or else block is present. Question number 2, differentiate between else if and switch selection structure. Already we have done the else if statement and switch selection structure. So first of all, we will again for the revision, we will check what is the definition of else if statement. The if else if statement is a control statement. When it is executed, the first condition is evaluated. If it is true, then the block of statement following if will be executed. If the condition is false, then the second condition after else if will be evaluated, and so on. In else, if we can use relational operator in expression. In else, we can use relational operator in expression. Keep in mind, this is the major difference. In switch statement, we cannot use the relational operator. In if else we can use the relational operator as well. Now, what was the general structure of if else if? First of all, condition over here, if condition, then if this condition becomes true, then the block of statement, then else if this condition becomes true, then this block of statement will be executed. So it means that there are number of conditions will be there. So depend on the condition. If the condition becomes true, then the following block after the if will be executed. If the no condition becomes match, or if the no condition becomes true, then control automatically transfer at the last else block. So this is the definition for the if else if. Now second, switch statement. The switch statement is used when multiple choices are given. Multiple choices are given and one choice is to be selected. In switch, we can use relational operator in expression. We cannot use, watch here, we cannot use relational operator in expression. Watch here the general structure again for the switch statement. Over here, expression, only any kind of variable should be over here, or any value. You can put the value over here. So the general structure for the switch, reserved word switch, opening of switch, this case is a reserved word, this constant is a user defined word. You can write ABC or 1, 2, 3 or without any sequence. You can give the sequence, or you without any sequence, you can assign any value over here. Now, this constant will be depend on the expression. If this expression will be matched at the front of each constants, or at the front of each cases there are statements. If when there will be matched, then the block of the statement at the front of each cases will be executed. So if this will be, so when the expression will not matched with the cases, then automatically default statements will be executed. Next question is, what is nested selection structure? Next, the selection structure that is within another selection structure is known as nested selection structure. Now watch here, general structure for the nested selection structure. Over here there is reserved if condition. Now if this condition becomes true, then block of the statements. Now inside, watch here, the inside the block there is another if is present. This is not if else if. So as a statement of outer if, now this is the outer if, this is the inner if. Now this inner if depend on the this outer if condition. If this condition becomes true, then the block of statement will be executed. If this condition becomes false, then the else block will be else block statement will be executed. Watch here, this is the closing of the outer if. This is the closing of outer if, and this is the else of the outer if. Now, as you know that block of statement, if this condition becomes false, then what happened? This whole block will not be executed. This whole block will not be executed. Control will be transferred to the else block. So this block of statement will be executed. Now, if this condition becomes true, then what happened? Block of statements will be executed. Over here, another statement is if as a block of statement is present. So now if this condition becomes true, then these block of statement will be executed. This else block within the if is not will be executed. Now, if this condition becomes false, then this block of statement will not be executed. Only else block statement will be executed. Next question, write the following statement using if else statement. Now, as you know that in the chapter number 3, we have discussed the relational conditional operator. And in this chapter, we have discussed the if else statement. So conditional operator is present and we want to convert this one into the if else statement. What was in the conditional operator? If this condition becomes true, then this block of statement will be executed. If this condition becomes false, then after the full colon, this block of statement will be executed. Now we are going to convert into the if else block. Watch here, in the if there is a there is condition. As we know that after the if there is condition. So condition in the conditional operator is over here. I write as it is a plus b greater than 20. So this one is the condition. Now what happened when this condition becomes true? Okay, in the conditional operator, when this condition is true, then what happened? This block of statement will be executed. So inside the block, I write the same statement and it is assigning the k is equal to, watch here, k is equal to a plus 3 multiplied by b. So same statement I write in the if statement. Now if this condition is false, then what happened? A minus b, a minus b, this statement will be executed. So else block, in the else block we write k is equal to a minus b. So this is the conversion of the conditional operator into the if else statement. Now in some cases there if else statements are present and program will says, or the question will says, you will have to convert that one into the conditional operator. Watch here the same, write the following statement using the conditional operator. Now, if else is given and you want, they say, convert this one into the conditional operator. So in the conditional operator, z is equal to, watch here, z is assigning the value z is equal to x. There is no word in the conditional operator, so same condition we have right over here. Then as we know that after the condition there is question mark, we assign the question mark over here. Then x plus y divided by 3, these statement we write after the, because these are the two block statement. So x plus y divided by 3, then after the this full column shows the else. So same statement, x minus 5 multiplied by y, same statement we have right. So this is our answer. Inshallah, tomorrow we will discuss the next topics, next question. Till take care of yourself. Pray for me, pray for all Muslim. Allah Hafiz.